Hey everybody, how's it going? So thanks for joining us. We are touring your versions of Dismayland, and this one is by SvenDonut. Now, so we aren't wasting time, details of the competition, the link to the park, and what we are doing are all in the description in the community tab. So without further ado, let's start this tour. So we've got ourselves an awesome little amusement park here. We've got 3 coasters in this one. We've got the classic Eurofighter at the back. We've got an impulse coaster in the middle here. And we've also got a spinning coaster just at the front. In terms of custom audio and stuff, nothing to load. Plenty of new TMTK items. I'm loving this series. I'm getting so many new items. It's great. So they loaded absolutely fine. No issues with the park whatsoever. In terms of the rules, there's nothing here that I need to tear apart. So thank you for sticking to that one. We've got some changes that have been made to the inside of the building here. That's absolutely perfectly fine. We're going to go through that now. So the first thing we noticed is the tagline has changed. We've now got Disneyland at home, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Love it. This is awesome. We've got a new audio, sorry, not new audio, a new video on the front here. So we've got a new screen. We are not changing too much in... Oh, God, camera, come on. There we go. We're not changing too much in here, I don't think. We've just got some additional screens, some additional detailing that we've got in here, so some extra games and whatever, so that's all fine, all within the rules. That's no problem at all. We've got nothing changed, I don't think, to the gift shop. The main other change is coming over this way in the restaurant itself, so we're going to quickly come over here. We've changed the lighting out. We've just done some extra colour changes. We've changed out some of the seating and stuff, so this is really nice. We've also had a bit of a change down the back here. So in Dismayland, we've got the staff unit and everything, but if we come out the back here, we have ourselves an entranceway to something special. This is actually what I wanted to do in mine. So we've got ourselves a backstage area. This is really, really nice. Really, really well put together. That has lots of storage, lots of stuff that's sitting around, lots of clutter. We've got ourselves some office space as well, so you can come in here and do everything. And of course, you've got the vanity stuff. We've got some skylights as well, so really, really nice touch. Well done. So let's have a look at the actual park itself then. So we've got a really nice amusement park. It's generically themed. It's really well thought out. We've got a really nice layout going on as well. So you're thinking about all of your guest interaction. And what I particularly like about this is most of your rides have been lifted up so guests can walk underneath it. So if we come down to the impulse coaster, you can see that underneath here, you've got plenty of walking space. Now, when I first loaded the park, I looked at this and thought, well, where's the don't die fencing? Because you're going to need it. But actually, you don't, because you've raised it up. So the train goes over the top of you, and you've got all of this free space that you've now got underneath. So that's a really, really nice touch. You've also done the same over at the log flume as well. So you're not actually fencing off any of the area. You're just allowing guests to walk through and underneath. And that's a really unique use of space. It feels really wide and open. It feels really, really nice. It's a really nice touch. So what we've got here then is the whirly rig that's interacting with the log flume. So you've got some really nice ride interactions with your main thing. We're not going to go on the log flume because it eats away at your 15 minutes. And these would, these are like 2-3 minutes a piece. Excuse me. And then we've got the nice little queue area. So I like what you've done here. This whole station building is really rustic. It's nice. It's nicely put together. It fits nicely on the sight line. It gives it a theme without being too heavily in a theme. And your guests are in and out as efficiently as they can. Something's really loud, and I don't know what it is. It's annoying. You've also got yourselves a nice little power unit that you've put in here as well, and your use of don't die fencing is spot on. Everywhere I've seen so far, you've just got all of this fencing that's like, don't come here, but you're able to walk over here. So yeah, it's really, really good. You're sort of also touching on it here as well. So you've got some backstage stuff, the water pumps and everything. So yeah, you're not making any effort to hide it, and that's all right, because that's the kind of thing that this park would do. We've sort of discussed this in the main series. You're also utilising foliage and fake foliage well too. So whereas you've got over here a more dedicated planter that has things like your hedges and your trees and everything in here, you're also using fake planters where you've got trees in planters over here really, really well, and that just breaks up that concrete feeling. And then your colour scheme that you've chosen for the shoot tower ride, this one here, is perfect for your interaction with the log flume, because you're using the pink and the blue which is interacting with the water, but then you continue that pink and blue theme over into the Eurofighter. So yeah, it's a really, really nice area. Then you've got another one here, so you've got your Chero swing, and that's where you're using your more dedicated flower beds and stuff, and some more dedicated foliage. So I checked, and it does look like your foliage would work. So you're using actual planters with mulch and dirt and everything in it, so you're going for that realism aspect. Really like that touch. And your park lighting as well, I noticed this one on here, it's really well done. It's really nice, and just like all of the others, we're not doing nighttime stuff or anything because we just don't have the time. Right, so first coaster, the Impulse coaster. The station, really nicely put together. It's a temporary structure. It's got all of your corrugated stuff. It's raised up, and you're also utilising the space underneath the station here as well. So you've got plenty of space for stuff in here. So you know you've got food and drink and whatever, and it's an exit via the gift shop kind of affair. So it's a really clever use of space. And then your Impulse coaster, well, it's just an Impulse coaster. It's just as it is. You know, it's Wicked Twister. It's what it does. So I reckon we go for a ride. Alright, so you see, it's an Impulse coaster. It looks really good on the sightline. It rides really well, so well done. You've also got your queue around here as well, so you're, again, it's this idea of using as much of the space underneath the ride as you possibly can for dead space. I would be a little bit nervous about putting your queue underneath the ride of this nature, but hey, it's fine. And I think, I don't know if this is, yeah, this is custom, I think. So that's a nice touch. That's something I wouldn't have thought of doing. So this is really nicely put together. It just gives that realism feeling. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. You've got a little bit of dead space here that maybe we could have done something with, but what you've done is perfect because it's just a back of house area with rats and all sorts. So like it's that still attention to detail area of going, well, I've got a bit of dead space here. You could have bought the building out and hidden it, but actually you've decided to have it as a backstage area, and it works just as well. It works just perfectly. So really nicely done. So then we're going to come over to the spiral coaster, the spinning coaster. It's a marathon spinning coaster, and I know that you asked me for permission to build on the roof. It's absolutely fine, no issue with that whatsoever, because you've actually supported it. You've got this brilliant transfer track on here, so you've at least got somewhere to work on it. What I possibly would say is the roof might not be strong enough to support the actual work that needs to go on here, but hey, it's fine, right? It's no biggie. I like that you are actually supporting it underneath with all of your metal work and everything, and I think you've also custom supported this one as well. Yes, you have. So this is custom supported. This is really nice. This is a nice touch. I just need to quickly get out there. There we go. And then the station building, you've kept this one simple. So just like all of the others, you've kept this really simple, really nice. You're using the same techniques I did in the main series. It's this tactile flooring and corrugated roofing, and you're also aging it as well. So this is really a good attention to detail kind of park. You've got baggage hold and everything, so you're thinking about that, and you've also got ride staff as well. Now, I reckon we go for a ride on this one, but just be warned, this is possibly going to make you feel a bit sick because this one spins a lot. Don't say you weren't warned. It's a really nice coaster. For a spinning coaster, it does what it absolutely needs to do. It spins you like mayhem. And I went on Dragon's Fury at Chessington and really wished I hadn't, because I came off it and nearly vommed. So this is the perfect marathon spinning coaster. Well done. It spins massively, and you can see that the shaping and everything on here is also really good too. Your colour scheme is good. I like the fact that it's red. It sits on the outside skyline just nicely. It intrigues you enough. You can look into it. It kind of gives me Fantasy Island vibes with Millennium Coaster and Jubilee Odyssey, in the sense that the station is outside on the front of the road, and you've just got this idea of being able to look in and see everything. Okay, so rest of the park, you've got this amazing, awesome thing in the middle. So you've got the hub, similar to what I've done in Dismayland. You've got game stalls, you've got food units and everything. Some really, really nice attention to details on here. These look really, really, really good, like Hook the Ducks, and you've just thought about everything that you possibly could in here. You've got lots of gifts and lots of lighting and stuff. Again, I wish we were doing dark tours, like nighttime tours, but as I said, they just take too long. But this is particularly good. You've then used breakdance. This is exactly what I wanted to do in Dismay. I wanted to have the idea of the backdrop and everything in here, because you've got the lights and it's just so well done. And you've used your Harris fencing for your temporary queues and stuff like that. So this does give that feeling of being a temporary attraction. Whereas your coasters would be more plumbed in, you're giving the temporary feeling here. You've got a nice little ice cream shack here. Really, really well detailed. You've got your kit on the outside, you know, your ice cream cone and that sort of stuff. And then you've also got your big spinning rides. And then we come over to the Eurofighter. Really, really nicely queued. I love the covers that you've got on here. The queue is just long enough for everything. It's a relatively high capacity one as well. So you're using the Infinity trains on the Barguest track. But this is your typical Eurofighter layout. This is speed at Adventure Island, wherever it's in Southend on sea. So it's your very typical ride. Let's go for a ride. It's really a nice ride. You've put this together really, really well. It's exactly spot on. Even this overbanked turn, which feels more like an inversion, is absolutely perfect. So we didn't look at the station before we went for a ride, so let's have a look. So in this one we've got some ride photos. Of course you would, because you're going in for it. So I'm assuming the use of dollars means that you're actually from America rather than the UK. Which is, you know, there's no problem with that whatsoever. But the colours on this are perfect. This pink and blue, and you're dappling the colours around, so you're not too strong with one particular colour. And I also quite like how you're using the corrugated iron or corrugated steel on here as well, and you're hiding everything. So your attention to detail in this park is brilliant. Like your detailing and everything that you're doing, like on the outside here, it is really, really, really nice. It's a nice thing to look at. You're using the whole plants area here as well. And so, guys, this is the park from the top. I think we have seen it all. We've got the kickflip over here, and we've got the middle shop here. Let's just do a quick recce of that one. So we've got middle shop in here, and we've got the kickflip over here as well. So this is the park from the top, and if you want this one to win the competition, then you guys know what to do. Thank you so much for getting to the end of this tour. I think we should move on to the next tour.